This person says, "Hi, Choma. I'm in my early 20s and I just don't feel interested in dating right now. And I've never been in a relationship. I'm really focused on myself, my goals, my growth, my peace. But everyone around me is in relationships or talking about marriage. And it honestly makes me feel out of place. Sometimes I start overthinking, like, am I avoiding something? Is this normal? Or am I going to wake up one day and regret not putting myself out there earlier? How does one get comfortable with not centering romance when it feels like everyone else is doing it?"
This is a really good question because I actually have the exact same question. I'm wondering the same thing myself. Like, I'm 25 years old and I don't have any significant dating experience. And a lot of that stems from the fact that when I was a kid, my parents just did not allow that. Like, it was very much like, why are you talking to a boy? Why are you looking at a boy? So it was like,
Let's talk about that.
yes. And then by the time you're 25, they're like, where's your husband? Wait,
Where is he? Yep.
how was I going to get a husband? And so I definitely know what it's like to be that person where you don't have the dating experience that your friends do, but everyone
Mm,
is interested in marriage, especially Nigerian or just African girls. That most of my friends are African,
mhm,
and they are generally primarily interested in marriage or at the very least dating and
mhm,
relationships, generally heterosexual ones. And it's definitely tough to kind of be on the outside of that.
mm,
How I have kind of made my life a bit easier in that regard is by kind of being like quote unquote the advice friend. I didn't take on that
mm.
role deliberately. It kind of just fell into my lap. But I realized that like by hearing other people's experiences, it's like low key preparing me for the future. Like my friend would be like, "Oh, my
Mm.
man did this," and I'd be like, "Okay, let me just throw that away in the filing cabinet number 3, so I know that if that ever happens to me, I'm not gonna do what you just did." You know what I mean? So like I give
I said I'm
advice.
not
No,
crazy.
like I'm your battles are your battles, but they won't be mine.
Mhm.
But so like it's really one of
I
those
love
things.
that. Hold on. Your battles are your battles. I love
Yes,
that.
I
But they
learn
won't be
from other
mine.
people's lessons. I don't have to experience it myself to know it's bad. Like, oh, that's
Mhm.
real tough.
Mm,
You're a trooper. You won't see me there with you.
mm,
I'm kind of navigating this too, so it was like definitely a tough spot to be in.
mhm,
But you really just have to get comfortable with yourself, who you
mm,
are, and I think that's the advice that everyone gives you. Like it's so generic, but
mm,
unfortunately, it is true and it really does work. You just
mm,
have to keep trudging along with the life that you have and accept what it has given you and also what it
mm,
has not given you. But
mm,
in order to like, kind of navigate those interactions with your friends who have the things that you might want is
mm,
a share in their joy, but you can also share in their sadness. Maybe their relationship ended or their partner and then broke up for whatever reason. Like you can stand there with them, and you being kind of a neutral party in that sense, like you're not in the relationship, might make you a better friend for it. So I think like there's
mm,
a lot of downsides to it for sure, but it doesn't have to be like a miserable, unhappy experience. You can stand with your friends when they experience happiness in their relationships, but
mm,
also if they experience sadness.
mm.
And you can be the advice friend if that's something you're comfortable with.
Yeah, to add on, I think another part of this question that I wanted to get your take on is the person is almost expressing a lack of desire,
Yeah,
but feeling like they're supposed to have that desire
I
because
feel
that's
the
the
same
social
way. I
norm.
also feel just a tremendous lack of desire. I feel bad for thinking that because it's not that I don't like men. It's just I don't see the purpose in it right now. Like I'm just like,
Mm,
okay, like
I'm
anyways,
chilling.
yeah. And I feel like you can't apologize for that. There's nothing you can do about
Mm,
that. Like I think trying to explain to other people why you don't like certain things or why you don't care about certain things what other people do is a losing battle. You care about what you care
mm,
about and then you just have to keep it pushing. So I don't know if that fully answers the question because I'm kind of
mm,
navigating the same problem myself. But that's kind
mm,
of how I look at it. Like I don't give that topic any more attention than it deserves. So if
mm,
someone asks me about mine, my answers are pretty brief. Like, girl,
mm,
I'm going to school.
mm.
I'm fighting for my life. Those are my biggest priorities right now.
I'm fighting for my
Like
life.
so like I don't feed the topics too much. Like sometimes I'll meet people and
Mm,
like you can tell that what they want to talk to you about is romance. Not even just friends
mm,
specifically, but just like people that you meet. And they
mm,
want to talk with you about romance like a lot, lot.
mm,
I end it real quick. You
mm,
lost me. But what about you though? You know what I
mm,
mean? So that's how I kind of go through it. It's definitely awkward. It's really like one time, like literally like last week, someone asked me point blank, "Where's your man?" I said, "Oh, what happened to hello? How are
Was it
you?"
a man on the street that asked that? Because that
No,
sounds like a very a man on the
it was
street.
actually a woman. I was just like, "Oh, that's not." I thought we were sisters, but it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I was like, "All right, girl."
There's a saying that in terms of the patriarchy, how like women sometimes are the biggest
Drivers, yeah.
reinforcers of
Yeah,
it
even
and
though they
keeping you in line.
yeah, they're disadvantaged by it, but they still enforce the rules, and
Mhm.
expectations, and it's definitely really unfortunate. It's an awkward situation. I don't blame her for feeling the way that she feels. Like, you feel like these things should be the center of your world, but they don't have to be. You
Mm.
can enrich your life in other ways.